Otakuology Podcast with Otaku Mike and Jin Graves.
Hello, welcome to the Otakuology Podcast. I am Otaku Mike. With me, as always, is Jin Graves.
God damn it! You fucked it up.
You just fucked it up, okay?
I did. I was trying to screw you over. So
You messed up my fucking mojo. With me, as always, is my fucking co-host right here. And we have a very, very special guest. Some might say...
Whoa. We have a fucking special guest.
We have a fucking special guest with us today. Some might call him an Otakuology super fan. Probably our only fan that we have for the podcast. Only fan who watches our OnlyFans.
Is he on our OnlyFans?
Maybe. I don't know. we have the Heartless one himself, HartlessWeeb. How's it going, buddy?
What's up, motherfuckers? How you guys doing? I'm assuming this is unfiltered now at this point.
Yes.
All right.
All
Thank you for having me on, guys.
No problem. Thanks for coming on. We know you've wanted to come on for quite some time. I feel like you were just sitting at your keyboard just waiting for us to give you the invite.
I was kind of prepped. Yeah, I set everything up in my room, and I was like, all right, just going to get the mic set up, because I didn't want to have any sound and, make it sound like shit, because I know, listen to podcasts, it'll grind people's gears and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. So, I want to start out by bringing up what you walked into and what you thought about what was being said.
Oh, what, getting blowjobs from fucking male prostitutes? It's a normal Tuesday.
Yes, Mike.
Okay, so a little backstory behind this. I reinstalled Cyberpunk on my PS4. Took me a while to get it installed because it's a big game, and there was a glitch in the game, like in the new update. And I was like, I'm going to re-download this and replay it because I put like 30 hours into it for the beginning. And I was like, I've never slept with a male prostitute before.
You're not living life.
I exactly. And I was like, well, I want to see what happens. And he sucked my dick because I made sure to pick the big dick.
Wait, quick question. What did you guys, I don't know, Jen, if you played it. What'd you pick? I picked a dude with a normal size cock, but I gave him lightning bolts for his pubic hair before they took that out.
Mine has like the it's like an arrow pointing down or something.
Okay.
I think it is to the dick. And I picked dick number 2 because dick number 1 just looked really weird.
Yeah, it was like wimpy. Did you go circumcised or uncircumcised?
I went really big. I picked dick 2 and
fucking
then
shade size.
Hey, buddy, that doesn't make it circumcised or uncircumcised.
You could just peel the extra skin around like a balloon.
I mean, I could have went vagina, but that did not look like a vagina.
No, it looks like a Barbie doll.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, it just looks like a Ken doll with some hair.
Which I found weird. I made a female character too on my PS4 before I got the 5. You don't see a vagina. You just see like that doll thing. But with the dude, you get like a big honking fucking hog. And
it has physics too. It wiggles.
Cool.
It wiggles.
Oh my gosh.
That's some next level shit.
Yeah. You haven't lived till you have got some dick sucked by a male prostitute. Just saying. Yeah, but he left me all alone. Took my eddies.
Did you just leave the eddies on the dresser, or
no? I don't know exactly what happened. I ended up passing out. Yeah,
it was too much.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
But you took it like a champ. Proud of you.
I did. Yeah. I was the top. He was the bottom, obviously.
Nice. Well, like I was saying earlier, I spent 4 fucking hours on Elden Ring making guts. It was so hard. It's so customizable. It took me about 3.5 hours to figure out how to get the facial structure right. And then after that, I was like,
Does he actually look like guts?
Oh, yeah, but he's got a helmet on, so it's like no point, but I want to get the armor and the sword because they put the sword in too, so.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you can't take the helmet off, though?
Oh, you can. It's just you're going to get whacked and it brings down your HP, so.
Does he have the missing eye? Like one eye?
I couldn't get the missing eye, but I got the scar over it, so looks cool enough.
Do you know about the whole meme about guts getting fucked in the eye?
No.
Oh yeah, it was a meme on our podcast for a while. I
Was
forgot.
it Griffith?
It was a real thing. Okay.
Yeah, like Griffith. It was a thing. Like, so we were in this chat one time, and people were talking about spoilers for Berserk and not to spoil them. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, spoilers! Guts gets fucked in the eye by Griffith, and that's how he loses his eyeball." And he was like, "God damn it! Why'd you spoil this manga for me?"
You gotta say how it. So supposedly my brother like read it back in the day, or watched the anime or whatever, and there's a scene where Griffith really does fuck him in the eyeball, and he kept telling me this is a real thing, and I'm like, I need proof. So kept trying to look for the video, never found it. So I tell Mike about it, and then that's how the rest of the story happens.
Yeah, apparently I
So-
spoiled Berserk for somebody because I made up a thing about Griffith or Guts getting fucked in the eyeball.
Well, according to people, it's a starter's boy love. It's not as good as JoJo's. That's the best boys love book of all time. but-
JoJo's is the best boy loves of all time. Yes. Yeah, I agree.
But I support the community. You know, I got Guts and Skeleton Knight tattooed on my wrist, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Are you sad? Are you sad that Berserk is not finished?
I
one of
don't want
those
to get into
people?
spoilers, but I did read up until the last chapter, and I could see like it going further. I'd want to go further, but with the child, I won't say anything. But you know, like how it ended, I was like, it's okay. I could see it coming, but I think there was a little bit more to it.
Were you upset that it ended that way, or like?
No, I mean, it is what it is. At least
Yeah.
it wasn't like it's open ended, but I don't want someone to muddy it up and make it like just go on for another fucking 30 years and be trash, you know? It's not fucking One Piece where you just get new shit constantly.
Right.
All right, so let's get into these questions. How do you want to do it? Do you want to do a round robin style? Do you want to pick number?
I was gonna say double team me like a Spitfire, but I guess numbers is cool.
Okay. Let me.
I'm sorry, this is just me. I was gonna be polite, but you guys just opened it wide open, so I'm
do we
like,
need
all right,
to-
fuck it.
Do we need to call the male prostitute back in?
Maybe. I gotta pull up my questions. Okay, there they are. I found them. Okay, how many do you have, Jin? I have 9 questions.
I have like 5, but you know,
Okay.
I'll add more as we go.
Okay.
That's cool. I love questions,
I
especially
want
like
to. I want to
wackier,
go
the
first
better.
though. I want to
All
go
right.
first.
You
Though.
you can go first.
Okay, so you got a Morgan booby mouse pad, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any other booby mouse pads?
No, okay, funny story. Last year at New York Comic Con, I saw some hentai mouse pads, and you know, I like the wrist support because editing videos all the time, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna buy one, I'm like $50. Nah, fuck that. My brother remembered it, and at Christmas, I'm opening everything up. I'm like, cool, I got my mic set up for podcasting and everything, cool. And he's like, open this one. I'm like, booby mouse pad and Morgan. He knows I love Darkstalkers, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see the new collection they're putting out from Capcom?
Yeah, I am excited.
5 Darkstalker games. Hell yeah.
I am excited. I remember the anime growing up watching.
I do too. I watched that like, you know, middle school / almost high school.
Yeah.
Right after Dragon Ball or Sailor Moon at like
Yeah.
6 a.m.
Then they had the crappy English one as
Dub.
well.
The dub
They-
didn't really match up. It was a stupid show, but
Yeah.
the OVA for Night Warriors was really good.
Yeah, that one's really cool too. I like that one.
I rewatched it like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I wish they would do more with that series, honestly.
Well, I went balls deep, you know, I go down YouTube rabbit holes. It wasn't making them enough money. And they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna do Street Fighter, and you know, all the other properties have slowly died off,
Yeah.
like Metal Gear, Mega Man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about that Street Fighter.
Sorry about the side tangent.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So, how much supportive are the boobies on the mouse pad? Do they actually help with like wrist support?
They do. Okay, so when I first
Are you trying to ask if they're firm?
they
I mean,
are.
well,
Too bad this wasn't visual. I could show you guys.
well, I mean, like I know you can like take a can of air and spray it
Yeah.
into the boobs and it puffs them up, but I wonder if it like stays like that.
No, it goes back down.
Oh, it goes back down. Okay.
Because before I had a little Totoro one, you know, it just had a tiny bump. You can't see my finger
Did he have
gestures,
boobs?
but this boob one, it's right where my wrist goes, and I usually have my wrist at like a slight like right tilt while I'm
Yeah.
editing or just doing anything with the mouse.
Yeah.
So much easier on your wrist. It doesn't fucking hurt, you know, after like 2 hours of editing, you're like, fuck, I hate my life.
So, joke's on you. That's why we don't edit much.
Well, I mean, you got a podcast. You don't have to go balls deep with it. You can just have fun with it.
It's
Right.
true. Actually, we don't really edit at all.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I had somebody ask me the other day, and they go, "So how much do y'all really edit your stuff?" I
We
go,
don't.
"We're professionals. We either restart and just ixnay the whole thing, or we just go." And
We
they're
just
like,
go with it.
"Oh,
Or you
okay,
get the breaks.
right."
I tried to edit audio, and I'm
It's a
trying to
pain.
learn how to edit audio, and it's a pain to edit.
My brother's podcast, he's so lucky after he graduated college for cinema, he started his own YouTube podcast type of thing for movies.
Uh-huh.
They had a kid that was just doing it all for free to get a credit for college. I'm like, dude, that's so great. You have an intern doing your shit for you. He's like, I know, I love it.
Oh my gosh,
we need one of those.
I just watched this movie called An American Pickle.
No, what's that? That sounds amazing. I love pickles.
Oh my gosh, it's Seth Rogen.
Was that the Seth Rogen? Oh, I hated that
Yeah.
fucking movie. It was
Yeah.
bad.
But I love the part where they're sitting there telling him he should get an intern, and they're telling him what it is. He goes, "Oh, like slave." They're like, "No, not like slave." He goes, "Unpaid, all this other stuff, slave." So I was like, "That's pretty good." I like that comment in there that your intern is basically a slave that does everything for you for nothing.
Yeah.
I thought it would be good because there hasn't been a Seth Rogen movie in years because he's too busy doing comic book shows. But
Right.
I tried the Christmas thing. I didn't like it. It was funny, but I'm like, eh.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, it's fucked. It's just no
is it
PC.
worse?
Oh,
than
it's
Sausage Party.
it's better than Sausage Party.
Okay.
Oh my god, I remember seeing. Okay, another side tangent. Sorry, guys. I think it was 2016, 17 when the movie came out. We were at San Diego Comic-Con and we won
Yeah.
tickets for it. And we got to see it with the cast and crew and everything. But
Yeah.
beforehand, they get you boozed up. They bring you in. They feed you food and shit. It was so good.
Did it make the movie better?
Oh, hell yeah. I bought that shit on Blu-ray after it came out. I was like, this is so good. It's an obscure movie no one knows about, you know?
Yeah.
About
that's
Sausage
true.
Party?
Yeah. What was the other one? From Hell or To Hell with the demon? Satan?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a claymation.
Something like that, right? It was a not the one where they're
Wait,
all.
I have a computer right in front of me. Why don't I just Google it?
It's the one where they're all trapped in the house.
Oh, that's World's End.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. But anyways, let's get
Sorry.
into these questions.
Sorry,
Other than
nuts.
booby mouse pads,
It's hell and back.
We'll start with the generic question. What exactly made you want to jump into MangaTube and start doing that?
All right. Well, for years, I did another podcast. It was called It's Drunken Chat, Son. Shout out to Mel and everybody. They don't listen, but we did Comic Spec. And basically, it was from another podcast they had before. And I jumped in just to help. And then we get shit-faced for anywhere from like 2 to 8 hours, just hardcore drinking, talking Comic Spec. And I got sick of comics. And it's getting so cutthroat that I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the constant changing of retcons of all the shit, like in the video I made talking about it. I just need to get out. And I was like, oh, I forgot about manga, you know? I was reading, what got me back into manga a couple years ago was Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
And I started picking up Platinum End. I heard about Goblin Slayer and was just dipping my toes in. And then last year I was like, you know what? I want to start a podcast. Nobody wanted to do a podcast. I'm like, you know what? I got all the equipment. Fuck it. I might as well just film something. If you notice, my videos have gotten progressively better and better and better. And now I'm learning how to fucking edit, lighting, sound, all this. And I was just like, you know what? Manga's a better product. You get anywhere from 150 to 300 pages for about $10 to $13. American comic now, you're lucky if you get 50 pages and 2 comics, you know?
Right.
True. That's if you go with floppies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about the shit about Comixology, about how badly they brutalized it?
Yes. I ended up losing my comics on that. And then I
Really?
had to hop through some hoops, and I actually got them back eventually. Yeah.
Well, I have an old tablet downstairs with like half a terabyte on it, of just all my comics loaded on it, but I haven't touched it in years. But I spent like thousands on it.
I don't like that the new interface.
I heard it's shit.
They took the Kindle interface and put it with Comixology.
Comixology was great though. You could zoom in and do all that shit, and it jumped panel to panel.
Yeah, the panel thing. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, it was good.
And the sales were good too. Omnibuses for like $10. I was like, hell yeah! I did all the Aliens. I did Invincible, Jessica Jones. You know.
Yeah, and now it's just like,
I'm super glad we didn't connect our stuff then.
It was
Well, they also
shit.
pay them shit now too. I guess they get regular Kindle writers rates for it too.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'm a little kid. I'll keep on getting sidetracked. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I don't even remember how I found you on YouTube.
I found you, I think, through, I want to say Weeb Dad, maybe. And you've shown me a bunch of cool people on Instagram and also on YouTube. Like, you're just a plethora of like random obscure people. I'm like, oh, this shit's cool.
I try to help people out when I can. You know,
you're a saint,
right?
Some say that, some don't. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it!
It's because I'm so polarizing. It's okay.
Yeah,
don't be nervous. It's not my first rodeo.
I forgot what I was gonna say about
intimidation.
How are you liking doing YouTube?
I'm enjoying it. Like for the first year, I'm going on the first year later on next month, in March. And yeah, it was just basically I watched YouTube for about like 3 months to see what all the trends were. And I chased it, and now I'm like, fuck that. I want to do what I want to do, and I enjoy. Like I've dabbled in a bunch of stuff. Some stuff, like fails and doesn't. Like,
oh yeah,
I'll go to cons. No one gives a shit about the merch because manga's hard to get right now at cons. Like little toy statues, shirts, like I did the drip video, this and that. People don't like that. They want to see fucking hauls, and they want you to talk about a manga until it's a dead horse.
Yeah,
so
most definitely. That is so true.
And the worst now is people are like, I spent $10,000 on this haul. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to do that. Like when I did my 200 manga volume haul, I don't even count the money. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's just for fun.
Yeah, it's so weird how like people get wrapped up into like YouTube and like
it's
crazy. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like it's calmed down a lot since I've started. I started back in, was it 2019, 2018? I think it was. I can't remember. And like it was like cutthroat as hell, like people stabbing each other in the fucking back, all this kind of shit. And now it's like it's kind of calmed down a little bit. It's a lot less competitive, it seems like, or it seems like the circle that we kind of run in is a little less competitive. I don't know.
It's not like comics. It's better.
Oh yeah, that's debatable.
It seems like there's a little less gatekeepers, I think.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My issue is like me and Mike, we don't give a fuck. We'll talk about hentai, but that's a huge issue. Like they all read it. We're all adults, but they won't talk about it. They'll be like, you like smut. You're not good enough. It's like, dude, my biggest hits were like, besides the, was it Manga King Comics is Dead, talking about the industry, like my Gigant and Dick Fight Island. Those are my biggest videos. I'm not a big fan of Boys Love, but I want to do more Boys Love because that shit gets the hits and females, Do
you feel like it's a double standard when it comes to fan service in the manga community? Yeah.
Have you noticed that, okay, Boys Love is fine. It can have, I'm not going to get into it, but we all know the adult situations they have with forced things. But yet, if that's in a regular, like, manga, it's smut, it's disgusting. Like, I'm going to divorce you because you're a guy reading it, but I can watch 3 dudes having, like, their way with each other, and it's okay as a female. It's fucked.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, no. Definitely for sure. And I think it's funny, like you said about you and Mike being open about that or whatever. It's really weird to me how a female can be open about it and nothing ever be said about it. But then, like, for that, then it's like a guy, oh, well, you're a pig or something else like that.
I mean, it's true. Like when I first started, like all my biggest hits are like the smutty books, like all of them. And I remember starting out.
Brush.
Oh, Drawn by Brush is my biggest hit on my channel. Okay.
I'm gonna dig through your back catalog.
Oh yeah, it's got like over like 11,000 views.
Nice.
It's like my biggest video. And I was like, I would cover all this stuff like Monster Musume, stuff like this, and other manga tubers were like, "Why are you covering this stuff? This stuff is trash." And I was like, "Well, I like it. Like, I openly like it." And then like people were like, I feel like people would like judge me about it and be like, "Oh,
fuck them."
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. But it's like I came to this realization, like, fuck them. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And honestly, I feel like my taste is a little more diverse than your
It is.
taste over here, imaginary person I'm talking to, you know, and so you can just shut the fuck up about it. And I remember I dropped my first hentai video I did, and I was like, I want to talk about hentai, but I was like, I can't show it.
Well, you can censor it, but the couple
I
things I
did.
realized, I have you ever done? I used to do hashtags. I don't fuck with them anymore.
Uh-huh.
But like, if you put hentai in it, it
Yeah.
won't work. But if you
Yeah.
put culture gentleman or spicy or etchy,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, no,
It's
most
so
definitely.
stupid.
Yeah, most definitely. Like
Yeah.
I remember I put the Faku link to the book, and like I got flagged instantly, and I was like, okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
With your when you do the hentai, I just do everything as adults. I don't even bother with kids. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
monetized, but I just go adults. I don't want kids reading it or just watching it, doing
Yeah.
anything. It's just
Yeah.
easier that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I don't like my channel is geared towards adults. It has nothing to do with kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even monetized on my channel.
Oh,
you
okay.
know, at the moment.
Well, I censor everything. Like if you notice the first couple
Yeah.
videos, I'd swear, but now I bleep it out. I do want to get monetized, not to be like, "Ooh, I'm rich and famous." I want
Yeah.
tax write-offs for all the manga and stupid shit
Yeah.
I buy. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like no, like most definitely. Like it's so weird how like the manga community takes this huge part of the manga in general, which is fan service, and like we're just gonna cut it off and be like, yeah, we're not gonna interact with you or talk with you, or you know, not.
Porn's $1 billion industry. I'm
Yeah.
sure, like mangas for hentai, it's probably like $500 million or more.
Yeah.
I mean, Boys Love makes a shit ton of money. They don't talk about that in Japan, but over here, it's what do we get? 7 Seas with Ghost Ship and a couple other random titles, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
True. And then there's like that one company that puts out just Boys Love, I think.
Yeah, BL. I've
Yeah.
gotten it.
Is that it?
Matic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you read Matic
Sublime?
yet?
No.
Oh, Sublime does a lot of Boys Love, but
I
yeah.
have not read any Boys Love yet.
Okay, I'm telling you here on the podcast,
Okay.
right? I'm not into it. I did Dick Fight Island to dip my toes. Matic is a boy that wants to eat the intestines of a demon. So he makes a contract with him. The demon's like, all right, I'm taking your soul. Brings him down to hell. And he's like, you know what? You're pretty cute. They have the relationship, but it's not really as gay as you would think. It's basically him just in hell doing different things.
Okay.
It's pretty good. And it's drawn really nicely.
Interesting.
It doesn't have ghost penis, though.
No ghost penis.
I've noticed there's a lot of ghost penis in the Boys Love that I've been picking up. I'm not into it. Most of them are just silly, stupid. Like, I could see why a female gets behind, doesn't get too deep. They're like, oh, I love you, but we can't talk about it. But Matic, hardcore, like, almost reminds me of, like, Berserk, Redo of Healer, where it's, like, edgy and violent, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to check that out then. That sounds... I'll check it. I'll read my first Boys Love for the podcast.
Nice. It won't make you feel weird. It's pretty cool. I mean, you really
I'm
can't
not
do the generals.
really weird about it. Like,
I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me.
It's just I've never found one that's interested me to
I would
look at.
I would just like to point out the fact that how did we start this podcast? Was you talking? About getting it from a male prostitute?
I mean, do we count Love Me for Who I Am as a BL because it has a relationship between a non-binary person and a boy?
I never read it.
It's standalone.
Okay, is it standalone? It's by itself. Okay, all right. We'll go with that. Yeah.
One last question sorry about all the side tangent shit.
Yeah.
Can you recommend me any good Yuri? I want to start Yuri too, though.
Yuri.
I'm thinking Citrus, but people said it was trash.
I haven't read Citrus. There was one that I read, Eve X Eve, which is an anthology series.
Okay.
It's not terrible. It's just one book.
Well, and I'm trying to think. So there's one that I've started, but I haven't made very far through it, which is NTR Trap.
Oh.
And it kind of totes the line where
it has NTR in the name.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of totes the line of it, though, where...
Isn't it made by the same person as Citrus?
Maybe, I don't know.
Is it? I can't remember.
But it is kind of GL and then other stuff, because one of the girls is like, "Oh, sleep with my boyfriend," and you're like, "Where's this going?"
There's one Yuri, and I did it for my channel, and its breasts are my favorite thing in the world.
I read that. I didn't like it. I bought 3 of them.
You didn't like it? I've only read volume 1.
It was cute and wholesome, but
was
I was
cute,
waiting for them
yeah.
to fuck. They don't fuck. She just wants to touch her breast, and they touch each
Yeah.
other. 4
I
just
read-
came out.
It did? Huh.
Yeah.
I've only read volume 1 for that. I enjoyed the first volume for that,
So-
but it
It was
What's
wholesome.
yeah.
What's your opinion of interspecies reviewers?
I haven't tried it. Well, see, my thing is, I don't mind Monster Girls,
Yeah.
but to me, and I know Mike loves them, I actually picked up Monster Musume because of them. I haven't read it yet. But just almost borderlines. Like, if it's got anthropomorphic animals like furries, I don't fuck with it. It's
But
kind of weird to me.
Monster girls aren't
Yeah.
furries.
I know, but I'm saying, it seems like Interspecies Viewers has, like...
Our first.
Aren't furries. Interspecies reviewer, you don't really see anything in that, right?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah,
they,
it's all
they
like
insinuate
the
it.
aftermath.
It's a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, most of it, the laugh that you're going to get out of it is like what happens, and then reading the reviews of why the person didn't like it.
Yeah. It's like,
Like,
There wasn't enough tentacle sex.
Like one of my favorite things is they go in and they're saying, "Oh, well, what size do you want?" And all the guys assume that they're talking about boob size. So one guy goes, "Oh, I want like H's." Well, they go to a Cyclops place, and it's how big their eyeball is.
All right, I'm going to throw that on my to buy list then.
yeah. And there's I mean
How's the anime?
all the Monster Girl stuff isn't like the greatest. There's some that I don't like. There was one, it was called what's that one? Is the creature Jin? What's the one?
Beauty
It
and
was
the
like
Beast Girl.
No, the creature, is it Creature Guide? The one where you only see like the person's hands. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, fuck.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
I think it's called like Creature Guide or something like that. And it got a little weird. It has like the Spider Girl with like 8 tits.
That sounds funny.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the creature girl's guide to something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Monster Musume honestly has always been my favorite because that was like the first manga that I started collecting. Like I'll dabble in other ones, but like some are hits, some are misses. It
There's
is
a
what
lot
it
of
is.
misses. Okay.
Yeah, there's 12 Beasts you can get, which is an isekai monster girl manga, which is pretty funny.
You know what's pretty good for a new one? Did you ever check out I'm the Hero, but the Demon Lord's also me?
No, I have not checked that one out
I think
yet.
there's 4 out. Yeah, it's pretty spicy, and it's got all the monster girls, and it's not creepy. It's cute,
Yeah.
But it's hardcore, though.
Oh. Well, how hardcore are we talking?
Full penetration.
Okay. That's hardcore. That's definitely hardcore.
It's not redo heal or light. Have you watched the anime for that? How bad it is? How it's edited? It just pans up and shit.
No, I have not watched that one yet. That's the one where
It was a big controversy because of the revenge rape, but it's like, have you read
Yeah.
Berserk? It's a good story. Like, it is perverted and fucked, but it's also like Berserk.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Goodness.
Is it better than Berserk though?
I actually like it better. Like, the dude... Okay, so instead of Guts, Guts was constantly tortured.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, how they level up, basically, he's the only one. It's by bodily fluids, right?
Oh.
Right.
So he finally levels up to where he defeats this demon princess, whatever, and he gets one wish. He wants to go back in time with all the knowledge he has.
Mhm.
So he goes back in time, and he just, still gets abused constantly, but he's working his way up. Then he finally starts taking over with his powers. He mind erases the princess that tortured him, and he starts fucking over his whole party. At one point, one of the guys that raped him, he turns him into a woman and turns all these other guys into goblins. Oh, no, sorry, trolls, and sets the whole barricade on fire. And they're just like going to town on him. He gets his revenge, and it's good. And later on, it actually becomes a decent, RPG dark fantasy.
Yeah.
Sounds like some pretty like edgelordy shit.
Oh, it is. It totally fucking is. It's right up my alley.
Oh,
But
my
they're never
So-
going to release it in English.
So I gotta ask you.
Well-
I gotta ask you one thing though.
Go.
Right.
What was with the milk and the Pepsi?
Oh. That was up on my YouTube, and then I took that down because of the takeaway. All right. So this Discord we're in from. Are you still on the Instagram? I'm Discord or no?
Yeah, maybe.
I know you're not too active, but there was this dude.
Which Discord is it?
The book review that we do.
I don't think.
Oh, it's my
I
favorite
don't know.
Discord.
Is that the one you invited me to?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
so
I
fun.
think I'm still in that one.
It's super active. But all right, so there's this kid that kept on talking about Pilk. We're like, what the fuck is Pilk? He's like, Pepsi and milk. And me being the fucking weirdo I am, I'm like, I'll do it. And I kept on forgetting about it. They're like, let's do it. I'm like, all right, one night I'm like, I'll do it right now. It wasn't bad. It was weird. It was, well, I don't do sugar anymore because I'm a diabetic. But it was like, all right, it was so sweet, but it didn't curdle. It almost reminded me of like a car bomb that doesn't curdle when you drink it.
Oh.
But I would never do it again.
Okay. I was like,
because I was clicking through my stories and I was at work.
And you get some weird shit from me.
And I was like, what's he doing with that milk? What's going on? What Pepsi? And I had to sound off, so I didn't know what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
yeah, it was gross. Then again, I like how no one questions me just pounding bottles of soju or whatever, but I do Pepsi and milk. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was like, what's going on here? I need context behind this. And then he was like, oh, it's good. And I was like, I might have to try this.
It's like sleep with a male prostitute. You got to try it once at least in life, you know?
Yeah. Maybe it'll go good with my one chip challenge next year.
Oh, did you see my one chip challenge? I did.
I
ate 3 of them.
You touched your eyeball.
Okay, I didn't touch my eyeball. What happened was, I love hot shit, but like I've done habaneros, I've done ghost peppers before, but I got the oil on the rag that I was wiping my eyes with, and then from my fingers when I went to wipe the tears again, I got in my eye. That shit burnt so bad.
This year was, I think, worse than last year's.
Well, don't they do flavors like pairings with different things every year?
Yes, they took away the charcoal last year, and because the year before that was charcoal, I think.
I think it was like a chili lime or something. I did with it.
Yeah, it was a charcoal one.
Oh, so
well, the worst part is, it's not even the heat that doesn't bother me. It was so fucking dry. It was like eating sand, especially when I ate all 3 of them. I'm like,
I'm surprised you got all 3 of them down. And then you lasted, and then like you touched around your eye, and I was like, oh no, like that's gotta hurt so bad.
I wanted to go for the hour to get it, but once it hit my eye, I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. I can't. I did like 20 or 30 minutes. My brother, I told him stop filming. He kept on filming. He's like, I'm gonna show people how. Because in the beginning, I was like, don't be an idiot. Don't touch your genitals, your eyes. I'm like, I'll never do that. Whoops.
Yeah, Jen tried it, and he only lasted like 2 minutes. I think it was if you don't
like hot stuff, it's fucking hot.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I felt that all the way to the next day.
Oh yeah, the next day my ass was on fire. I just wanted to die. The worst part is like an hour later, my stomach was rumbling. It felt like razors. I'm like, oh fuck me, why did I do this? And it didn't even get a lot of clicks like on my other YouTube. I think I got like maybe 200 views. I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah, I felt like I got punched in the stomach. Like really hard. That's what it felt like. I didn't really have the burning when I pooped. I didn't have that part. Yeah. Anyways, sorry for cutting you off, Jen, about the Pepsi milk.
About the Pepsi milk?
Yeah, that was the Pilk.
Yeah, the Pilk. I needed to know about it.
You're gonna do that? Look.
You should do it. It's fun.
I mean, yeah, we should do it together.
Yeah, you just pound it like a champ because there's no point.
Yeah, oh no, we're gonna do this. No, we are gonna do this.
No.
I'm ruining your podcast.
Yeah, we're doing
because then you're gonna make me be like, okay, what is it, Jack? We're gonna do the thing that they do on the Jack movie where they put all the random crazy shit in a pot and then you got to eat it.
Oh yeah. Anyways, continue with the questions. It's your turn.
Interspecies reviewers. There we go.
Sorry. I'm the worst person to have on. So sorry.
So my other question is you have these little like statuette things or whatever that look like bunnies? Tell me about them.
No, I don't have bunnies. It's on my shelves. I had they're adult. I got those years ago. They were like gotcha prizes. I got 2 girls riding on they're like koi fish, but I really like my joke was I'm like, I want the naked bitch on the panda bear. I got that. I have like a whole thing in my glass case. I got like night shift nurses and a bunch of other adult gachapons. Like I just like them. What I'm waiting for is keeps on getting pushed back. The Konosuba Lolly Succubus statue. I thought that was hilarious and I had to get it.
Yeah.
What
I
are
don't-
those robot things?
Let me. Yeah, I think that's what. Let me see if I
the
can find.
Quicks.
Yes.
Yeah, the Akira one I got.
Yeah.
All right, so what happened is I'm friends with a bunch of different people that collect all types of random shit.
Uh-huh.
I thought $100 was crazy. It's nothing. They had a
Yeah.
Doctor Doom one, and I was like, this
Ooh.
looks fucking cool. And I'm an addict. I collect anything. Like once I go in, I go crazy with it. I was just gonna get the one
Yeah,
Doctor Doom. I'm like,
that's
that's
like
it.
my podcast co-host. He does that too.
Oh, okay, so Jim
Fuck
knows what's
you.
up.
Do I have
So-
to remind you about your 500 Gundams?
No.
It happens.
It happens.
Hey, at least I've never broken one of mine on purpose. Okay. Dick.
Okay, fine. I did break one.
But yeah,
We
sorry,
we
guys.
joke about that because Mike will be like, you just build these. I go, yeah, but if I break mine, it only takes like $10 to $20 to replace it. If you break one of yours, it's 60 to 80 usually.
oh, what do you do? That special grade shit?
Master grade.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then the funny thing is, almost on every one Mike's built, there's been something broken on it.
Not everyone, just 2 of them. I broke stuff
Everyone,
off of.
something
No.
is missing. It's broken.
No.
It doesn't fully snap together. All of them
No, that is not true.
fell
Not
off
true.
the shelf.
That was my fault.
See, look,
To be honest,
broken. All of them.
I only did one. I did the Hello Kitty Gundam, the pink one.
Yeah.
That's fallen off my shelf so many times, but it's easy to put back together. It was $20. But I have the Ava ones. I've been sitting on for like 2 years. I haven't put together.
Oh, those are supposed to be fun.
But they look so like I don't know how you do it. Like that's a lot of time.
I spend a lot of time doing it. Yeah.
Do you paint them
Right.
too and do like the score marks and all that shit?
I just started doing that.
He might as well fucking have started doing them.
I just started doing that, or trying to do that, or
He
attempting.
sits there and gets at me because I'm like, I take it as a personal challenge. How fast can I put it together? Mike's like, that's not how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, you stay in your corner, I'll stay in mine.
I think a speed run sounds cooler building Gundam model kits.
So I don't know if the video's still out or not. We had one where me and Mike were sitting there and we're building a Gundam together. We're doing a live stream on YouTube. And Mike's like, okay, well, let's show off our Gundams. And we're both building, I think he was building a real grade and I was doing a high grade. He's like, okay, well, hold up your Gundam. So Mike holds up his Gundam and I hold up my Gundam. And Mike's looking at me and he goes, why are you like snickering real hard? I hold up a second Gundam.
Oh,
And
you
Mike
did too?
goes, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I built 2 in the same time it takes Mike to build 1, and he was so pissed about it.
Yes, but mine looks better.
I thought you were gonna say it fell apart in his hands. That would have
No,
been funny.
there was one time where we were doing a live stream and I literally broke one of them.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Yes.
broke it in the build on accident because it was like bad plastic. But yeah, what are these little robot thingies?
All right, so they're called Quicks. They're designer art toys. They usually limit anywhere from 100 to like 500. They have 3 different sizes. They have the micro, which I showed off in a video, like the 3-inch. They have a 6-inch, which is pretty cool. And then they have what they call our Megatex, and they're like 12 inches tall. That's what you usually see above my TV, where I got like 10 of them.
Yeah.
They're so cool, but they're like hype beast designer art toys where they sell out in fucking seconds.
Are they like
and
independent?
Yeah, it's from this company called Quicks. They do like Martian toys, a lot of specialty like designer vinyl toys.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of cool ones. Like I got the Akira one. They have Neon Genesis Evangelion Unit 01 I want to get. I don't have that. They got a couple Nintendo ones. It's anything you could possibly think of. They have a lot of cool stuff for the bigger ones. The smaller ones, they're not like funk. They're nicer Funkos is what it is.
Okay. They all look the same, right? Just painted differently?
They're just painted differently. The only thing you can get sometimes is they'll do auctions or like a cons. They'll have specific designers actually, cut stuff up, do it their own way. But basically, it's the same plastic, just like a dunny almost of just the plastic body, and they paint it however you want.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I always look at those. I'm like, those look really cool.
Yeah, people like them until you tell them how much they are. They're like, "Fuck that." I'm like, "It's art though."
That's true. That's true. And they aren't like
But-
mass produced. So
No.
But were they more expensive than your gut statue?
Kind of. That little in my video, no one ever watches them. That it's like a chromium one. That was like $250, but they only made 10 of them. So,
oh.
but they usually
Okay.
go for the bigger ones are about $200.
How was it for you unboxing that gut statue?
It was different. I have a couple statues, like I have Overwatch and some comic ones, but that was a big boy.
Yeah.
The worst one was carrying that 8 fucking blocks from the con all the way to my hotel. That sucked.
Oh,
It was like 30
man.
pounds.
Gosh.
Oh.
But with the magic of editing, no one got to see, all the fuck ups that I did.
You're like, don't drop it.
Oh, I was so afraid of it. Like I was babying the shit out of it. His like little satchel, I
Yeah.
bent the metal piece a little bit.
Oh.
It almost broke, but it didn't. So I was like, that's cool. But that statue's sick. I like it. It takes up a whole fucking table. It's like literally 14 inches tall,
Yeah.
30 pounds, and about 2 feet wide.
How much did that cost you?
It was like $500, and that was on sale from Funimation, picking it up in person.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For
It was
that,
a
that's-
variant.
So you need like a life-size Monkey D. Luffy statue.
I don't fuck with One Piece. I'm not a big fan of pirates,
That's it.
Like I
That's
know it
it.
triggers
You
people.
You just need it. Maybe you can throw darts at it or something.
What's that little dude, Chopper? He looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the reindeer?
Yeah, he looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
There you go. Side table.
Yeah. You
Put your
put him
pill on.
next to Guts.
Put your
Tell you
pick
what,
on.
if I ever get monetized, I'll spend money on it and we can smash and just tax right off, okay?
Oh my gosh.
That would trigger. So you see me when I throw my manga around, that triggers people. Could you imagine smashing like a
Really?
$500 statue?
That triggers people?
Oh, they get so. If you notice, they do it every couple videos. I'll just whip a manga across the room. They get so pissed. It's fun. It's fun
Listen,
for
my
me.
floor-
It's like I bought it. I can do what I
My
want
floors
to
are
it.
carpeted. My floors are
No, they're
carpeted.
not. They're hardwood. Well, that's okay. Here's another question for you guys. Like,
Yeah.
you both have collected comic books, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll spend good money on a variant. But why do people freak out when it's basically a trade paperback? Like, oh, it's got a scratch or a ding in it, and they're fucking crying like babies. I'm like, it's a book. It's not a single issue comic. It's made of paper. Why do people freak?
That's true.
It's mass produced. It's not limited.
That's true. Like I have dings in my some of my trade paperbacks and stuff and my hardcovers. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. But then I'm like, I don't care.
Well, the only time I get
Unless it's like something like really weird, like when I picked up like an Ultraman volume and I noticed like the cover was like wavy,
yeah,
like the stuff was coming off of it. I was like, oh, but then like I didn't even like replaced it. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like the OCD in everybody, and they want everything to be perfect.
perfect. Yeah, the spines and stuff.
Yeah,
Do you see Mangus Lost video where his shit was upside down and backwards?
yeah,
I was like, I love that dude. He's so cool.
yeah.
We need to get him on. He's a funny person.
He's like one of the mangatubers I actually watch. I don't watch that many anymore.
He's
but
sweet and he's so nice too.
He's like in like my top 5 of mangatubers.
Right. I forgot who I was talking to about him, and they said they got to see Under the Mask, and I was like, you got to see Under the Mask?
Wait, it's a mask?
Shh, we don't talk about that. Edit it out before he kills us.
No.
I thought he was an actual
Really?
sloth.
No, when he pulls the sloth mask off, he's BoJack Horseman.
Oh, that's cool.
No, he is a sloth. He said he was a sloth.
He's a sloth.
Well, it's
He's just larger.
because he's wearing another sloth. He's got his real sloth head underneath the BoJack Horseman
Okay.
mask.
Okay, fine.
But he does
You know,
fun shit
it's-
too. Did you see him shoot the manga?
Yes.
I love
an
that.
ogre.
He's like,
I
I
was
don't know if I
like-
should post it.
I
I'm like,
was
do it.
like, oh my god, like that was cool.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
YouTube's a cesspool. Not a cesspool. All right. It is just like everything else in life. It's just the same shit over and over, and everyone's trying to one up each other.
Yeah.
And people that go out and do different content, nobody likes it. And they should want different shit, not the same thing every week.
Yeah, the only thing that like I don't really care for is like the shopping vlogs or the hey, watch me buy this shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's the easiest fucking content. You're hard up for the
True.
week. You go in the store, you can record it, or you can be super lazy and just screen capture whatever you're buying.
Yeah.
It's like easy content.
True, but I'm just like
Or you could do what I've done before as a joke. And I told Mike it was a joke, but I let it sit there and rot. Where I took old manga that I had that like I hadn't shown anybody in a while after like months and months and months. And I acted like I re-got it, and people were like, "Oh, you've just picked that up."
Wasn't your library crazy? It's huge, right?
It's over 6,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. His is huge. And he still has yet to do an updated manga.
And he's not out there flexing like everyone else. They're like, look at my 1,000, 2,000.
I feel like I'm in Cyberpunk.
Although people used to flex for him, and it was funny.
That was
They'll be like, Jen Graves has the biggest manga collection. He has over 5,000 volumes. Or you'll see in like a video, I think it was like Captain Ryan's video, and somebody commented, 500 volumes? This is nothing. Jen Graves has over 5,000 manga.
Oh, yeah. I used to be my own meme without knowing.
That's awesome. But you're so down to earth.
I randomly like looked up like my name. You know, at one point in your life, you all have to Google like yourself. And I Googled it, and it took me into a Reddit where it said like top 10 phenomenal manga collectors, and I was one of them. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's awesome.
Because people will just use your name or whatever without knowing, and like have stories. It's like, do I have my own subreddit and I don't know?
I was just gonna say. That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, manga. I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand the whole thing about keeping your manga pristine.
Oh, the fucking condoms, like comic bags. I hate that. That pisses me off. A lot of European people do that.
Yeah. Jen does that.
Do you really?
Bullshit. No. So I started trying to do it on part of them.
I was just gonna sign out. I'm like, done.
And then I was like, and after finishing like One Piece, I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking tired of doing this. Taping it down, making it look good. I don't fucking care anymore.
No, what gets me though is like, or you see like resellers like, I got the first printing of this manga. It's like worth a lot of money.
Sorry.
Hey, my whole thing is, who really looks at that though?
Yeah, some people do.
At the first printing.
Yeah, it's in the back of the book.
Stupid as fuck.
And then people will charge exorbitant amounts of money for a first printing of a book. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is I was going to do another comics versus manga video, and I still pay attention to my other accounts with like all the comic people. And one of my buddies like, check this link out. So I'm like, all right. You know, they do the free comic book day with, you know, like it had Demon Slayer in it. Yeah. They were trying to sell them $30, $40 calling it spec. I'm like, dude, first of all, the American version's been out forever. You want to go get what is it? Shonen Jump if you really want that. Like, but it's first print comic. I'm like, it's not worth fucking $10. But they were trying to spec and hype it up. It was crazy.
Yeah, because it was in floppy form, right?
Yeah, I got like 3 of them. Funny. I want it for Zom 100, but I hate it now. Ugh.
Yeah. Well,
I think I'm going to be dropping Zom 100 too.
It's bad.
It's not. It's declined really bad.
It's changed.
Yeah, it's not as good as like the first 2 volumes.
Well, now I'm upset that I even picked it up from you telling me to get it.
Then sell it,
dick.
Sell them.
Yeah, or just give them away to somebody.
Well, the first 2 were awesome.
Yeah, the first 2 are really good.
It was like a dark comedy, and they just got fucking wacky. Like they took a bunch of ideas and like, let's put them together and make it about zombies. That'll fit, right? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. Well, so sometimes whenever I sell some of my manga off, which won't really be like hardly ever, but I'll get tired of ones that I collected, and I'm like, oh, hey, you know, these ones like took me a year to find what I found, and then I'm like, you know, fuck it, I don't want to look for it anymore. And I had one friend buy off part of my manga that I had, and I stamp it in the back of it, you know, gifted by Jen Graves or whatever.
Like a library copy.
And he goes, I fucking bought these from you. Why do you have it stamped gifted from Jen Graves? I said, it came from me, right? And he got so upset about it, and I was like, hey man, it's okay. I said, I gave you the friend discount. I didn't charge you the extra $5 for the signature in.
That'll trigger people.
That guy will never let me live it down now.
Now, Jim, is your collection English or?
I bought a stamp. Yeah, all mine's English.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But if I sell anything off, I always stamp it. That way, like, if it goes around in circulation, somebody else gets one of them, they can be like, "Oh, this says Jim Graves on it." I can be, "That was mine once upon a time ago."
Yeah, it's like graded comics, and you get your own subreddit. Be like, I'm famous.
Right. Look me up.
Or the next person who sells it stamps it as well, so it just goes around.
Oh man,
Can we make that a trend?
Yeah, we should do
that'd
that.
be hilarious. So who else?
Just going to
on
Barnes
this?
and Noble, stamp.
Right.
I mean, Jin goes and leaves our cards in manga.
I do.
Do you really fucking do that?
Yeah,
I do sometimes.
That's awesome.
There were some little Instagram things I put out where it was right when one of my favorites, Otherworldly Isekai Nobu, came out, and like volume 9 or 10 came out, and they always had 3, so I would go through and I'd find just that one, and I'd open and be like, "Yep, our card's still here. Nobody's bought this one yet."
That's
now
awesome.
I don't know if they're there or not, but yeah, I do that every once in a while. Or if I go to another town, I'll take a stack and be like, 25, all right.
That's cool.
So, what has been your opinion on the Ghost Ship titles recently?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Ghost Ship. I do like smut, but
do you
they
feel
won't
like
put
they've
out
gone overboard?
No, more. Make
More?
it smuttier the better.
Yeah,
I want
so-
redo of Healer.
So I have a side question to this of
Go
Ghost
ahead.
Ship, right? What do you think about Love Boat?
Oh, is that the fucking boys love shoujo type of thing?
That's the one for girls.
Yeah, I'm not buying
that's
it.
the new one.
Why not?
I don't like steamboats. I'm a steamboat racist. I hate them.
Okay, that's fair.
Only
That's
pirate
fair.
ships and regular ships.
Right.
or ghost ships.
Well, I keep wondering if they're going to have anything else come out and if they're going to give it another ship name.
Oh, they should just do an isekai. Like all the light novels, just turn them all into manga. That'd be awesome.
Right.
I feel like they
We'll
are
just
eventually will do
Cracks me up,
that.
though. Turn everything into a different ship.
Well, you guys were collecting in like the mid 90s, early 2000s where everything died down too, right?
No.
Yeah, kind of. Late
I mean,
90s.
I did that for anime, but I didn't start collecting manga till 2012.
Really?
Yeah, I collected comics before that, so then I guess you could say I did do that with comics when everything died down.
I'm
But-
still kicking myself in the ass for not getting Hellsing, but it was like right after high school, and they were slowly coming out every 6 months to a year. And now I'm like, I'm not going to spend $100 a volume.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
just get
so
the
here's
deluxe
the weird
edition.
thing. Here's the weird thing is a lot of stuff that I have, like Hellsing or Zatchbell or some other ones. I have a video on my YouTube channel about it where I have a magic box that is one of the Right Stuff's boxes that you could put like 4 volumes in. And I pick out like some of the ones that people are like, "Oh, those are holy grails," and I start just pulling them out of the box. And
That's awesome.
and it's kind of funny because I got like Hellsing and the first No Longer Human and stuff like when Right Stuff sold them. So it's just really funny to turn around and have people be like, "What? You got that?" Yeah, I got it from Right Stuff. You know, you need to go on and check it. They don't have it anymore. Oh, well,
Sucks for
sorry.
you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. What are your thoughts on the whole out of stock, I guess, manga controversy that's been going
It's
on?
bullshit.
You
All
think
right.
so?
Well, what it is like, I remember that when I first got back into it, I could buy anything. That's why I was
Yeah.
going like balls deep. Everyone's like, "Why are you buying hundreds of them?" I'm like, I'll read them at my leisure. I'm a binge reader.
Mhm.
But then there were random like issues of like 3, 7, 8 you couldn't get a stuff. But now they don't have enough press time because everybody's trying to just get all their shit pumped out. Then they're stuck in container ships from whatever country they print them in, and it'll eventually come back. There's no point in spending. Okay, I could see spending $5, $10 to get the one copy you need of Scalpers, but paying $600 for like 3 volumes of Chainsaw Man's just retarded. Like you shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea.
That's true
Right.
because all of it just recently came back into stock.
Yeah,
Like, I don't understand the manga collector's mentality of needing it right now. Like,
it's like get
That's
it
true.
digital. It's not the same. It's like you can still read it and buy it when it comes out later.
Right. I think the most I've ever paid for anything was I think I paid almost $80 for one volume of Ultimate Muscle.
See, but it's hard to get, and that's not bad. You were trying to complete a set. You're not just buying something that's brand new and go, yeah, I'll drop $300 on it. It's crazy.
Right. Especially when I got everything else for like under 10. So I was like, who else is going to see these?
Nobody.
Well, that's why you got to have the YouTube to show it off and be like, you ain't got this.
Yeah,
Right.
that should be a new thing for you. You don't got this.
That'd be awesome.
Should I be like the super troll into it?
Yes.
You
Just
ain't
one
got
episode.
this.
You need like put sunglasses on, like a scarf. Like, you don't got this manga.
That's
See,
what my
I don't know if you're a
catchphrase would
smoker,
be.
but
You don't
get
got
a
this.
cigar, and if you get like an extra copy of it, just like light one of them on fire and be like, fuck this. You guys are plebes. You don't got this.
That would make so many people
Oh my
mad.
God. I'd have to get what's the one? Mushishi. I'd have to get a volume of Mushishi. This guy's fucking crazy. And that's how we had more people come to the podcast.
Well, it's like my old podcast. We used to give away stuff all the time to the live listeners. I had a copy of it was Iron Fist. I forget what issue. Saber. No, it was the first issue of Iron Fist.
Yeah.
It had the value stamp cut out. So I ripped out one of the pages and just started eating. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "It's hilarious."
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Still gave it away, but the guy's like, "It's damaged." I'm like, "Dude, it was already damaged. You getting free shit?"
I used to do a giveaway every 100 subscribers I would get. That took a lot. Like, eventually I stopped doing it.
Yeah, how many people like follow you, unfollow you just to try to win free shit?
That is definitely true. Like, it's not. I don't like doing giveaways as much anymore. Occasionally I'll do one, but I used to get a little too generous when I give stuff away.
Yeah, I used to be like that, but we were also hammered, so I just grab a stack of shit, and be like, "Let's give this away. Let's do that."
And then I'm like,
have you ever had anybody on your YouTube channel ask for you to give them stuff?
Not yet. I get, "How are you rich?" I'm like, I work a fucking real job. I do construction. Like, I bust my balls to buy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not, working at a gas station, which I've done. There's nothing wrong with it, but you can't afford to go crazy and buy shit. And people are like, "Oh, I'm eating ramen." It's like, pay your bills first. Don't waste your money on dumb shit. But I've noticed that's the problem with a lot of weebs. They'll spend all their money on stuff, and it's like, you're crazy.
Yeah. I'm under that same mentality of pay your bills first, then buy manga. When buy what you can. That's what I do.
Well, if not, where are you going to store it when you're homeless?
True. You can make a house out of manga.
It is going to be your home.
Yeah, it will be your home.
What'd you do? I taped it together with duct tape. Hopefully the roof don't leak. Okay.
Yeah, I remember people messaging me like, "Hey, can I have your manga? Can you give me your manga? I'm poor." I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Like you amassed it overnight.
Yeah, like I amassed this collection overnight. Yeah.
Well, I've also noticed a trend. It seems like people are trying to like outdo each other with buying stuff too. Where I spent this, and it's like, what are you doing? You're maxing credit cards out to go crazy?
That was still a thing.
Has that always been a thing with manga?
Yeah, it's always been a thing with manga. It's very much because like you got to get the clickbait on the thumbnail, have the massive pile of manga or whatever. It's always kind of been a thing. Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm just gonna sit there and make a new channel. Not like my old one or anything, and everything's. I just started getting into manga, guys. Look at what all I bought.
You should do that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's been a thing. Yeah, at first it was like you got to get to 1,000 subscribers, you got to get monetized, and then
buy cocaine.
Buy cocaine. I don't know. Yeah, it was weird. And then you got to do a collab. You got to have a podcast. And then
Sorry. It's weird because I've hit up some people to ask about wanting to collab. They want to, but the stigma of talking about like hentai and other stuff, they're like, "I love what you're doing," but they don't want to collab because they don't want to be tainted.
Oh, I'll collab with anybody who wants to collab with me. Like, I don't care.
I'm the same way.
We're already tainted.
Have fun with it.
Mike openly talks about all the Faku manga he buys, and then everybody's like, "Oh, Jin, you're so tame," and I'm like, "I have a Faku subscription.
Yeah,
that I pay for every month."
That's
yeah,
awesome.
because it's weird. Like people will criticize me for what I get, and then he goes and buys the same thing, and nobody talks about it.
Because he's smart. He doesn't talk about it.
I mean, he doesn't talk about it. Yeah, because people used to dog me for talking about hentai. And I'm like, well, it's pulling in the people, and I like talking about it.
I still think the worst thing is I think the amount of what you have in your collection actually is a deterrent for some people. And I feel like people thought that if they said things about what I liked, that I had the power to just automatically cancel somebody. You're like, did you talk bad about me? Canceled. You know? And then with Mike, they're like, oh, he's just got like, 300 people at the time. It's let's dog on this guy. He's just Jin's best friend, and they have exactly the same taste and read the same shit. But let's go after him, okay?
They don't call me the king of ecchi for nothing.
Well, two things. One, you can't be canceled if you don't give a fuck. It's all make believe on the internet. And two, what is this Faku subscription box? I want to know about this. Like, I want to try it.
So it's not a subscription box, but you just go onto the Faku website. You pay like $12.95, and you can read any chapters that come out. Most of the time, like if it's a book, you'll have to wait for a little while. So like,
kind of like how Marvel did it, where it's 6 months behind.
Yeah, kind of,
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be like the one that Mike's popular one, drawn by Brush. You wait like a month, and then all the chapters are basically free.
And then if you buy it physically, you also get the digital copy as well from Faku.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I think like each.
And then they have like a small release in the morning and a small release at night, and so you can read like 6 new chapters every day.
During the pandemic, it was free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
When COVID first broke out, you could read Faku for free.
Do they throttle it like the Shonen Jump app? Like, I love it and I forget I have it, but I know people that will binge 100 chapters and be like, I gotta wait till tomorrow. I'm like, what?
No, you can read as much as you want.
Okay, cool.
There's not a thing. Like, if you have the subscription, like, it's besides like some stuff where it's like a private person did it and said, hey, you can't read this because of whatever. But there's so much stuff that you can get into and start reading that honestly, the stuff that you could pay for really doesn't matter.
You can even search by kink.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So me being me, I would type in really fucked up shit.
They add kink to it every time. You can search by the mangaka that make it. Bunch of different stuff.
Is it just stuff published by them, or are they also like doujinshis too?
It's a cool site to check out. I don't use it as much as Jen does because I like my physical hentai.
You don't use it at all. What are you talking about?
I mean, during the pandemic, I used it quite a bit. Okay, because it was free.
Well, so let me tell you this now, since I saw it, and you and I had this conversation, but Hartless needs to know. So there is a manga that is coming out that is from Faku, done by this guy called F for You, that you got to pick up because he has this one coming out, and it's like short stories and stuff. But he's got one that is, I forgot what it's called on the Right Stuff comic, but it's like interspecies something whatever. And it's this girl that works at a brothel, and she tells you how to get mythical creatures off. That's cool. It's every chapter is only 4 pages, and it is hilarious as fuck. And in the what the chapters are called is on Faku is how to fap in an alternate world.
I'm on the website right now, so.
Oh, I mean it's.
Is it coming out in print or just digital?
It's all digital, but that one's supposed to come out in print.
F for You, I think. From the store, or
yeah, I think
you can buy stuff from their store.
Yeah, I think it's when they collect enough of it or release enough of it, then they release a physical version of it. Right?
Yeah,
Is that
and
how it works?
Yeah, and they just got a new publisher and stuff for it too.
Yeah,
I'm liking the site and all these tags. Fuck.
Right? Did you get a
Thank you for
subscription
ruining
already?
my day. I'm gonna after this.
Oh, I was like,
He's
did you already
already
buy the
he's already got
subscription?
one.
Oh my god.
He just subscribed right now.
So fast. You heard it here, folks. I mean, Jen knows how to talk about Faku. You know, Hartless already bought his subscription right here on the show.
I'm checking out what kind of like. There's nothing too crazy for tags. I mean, socks is kind of. What's a new half? I've never heard of that.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Now you're gonna make me have to go look this up. Hold on, let me see.
Oh,
Let me see
the least offensive thing is cross-dressing. Other than and they're uncensored too. Nice.
Yeah, there's some that are,
Is
but
it just the little lines, or is it like the ghost stick?
ghost stick.
nothing. Yeah,
Well,
ghost stick, but it'll be how the person did the art for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
so
rare.
yeah.
It's pretty rare to get censored Faku stuff.
Oh, okay. This is like Fatukanari. Okay. Sorry to the listeners that don't know what we're talking about. Don't Google it.
Okay. Well, as we're going on, so I have another question for you. I have another question for you.
Go nuts.
Why is Saga the best manga of all time, and why should Jin Graves read Saga?
Oh, well, I've been a Saga fan since issue 13. I was pissed. I remember when it came out, I'm like, oh, this, how do I be respectful? Stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's about a tree and like Romeo and Juliet in space. It is so good. It pretty much is a manga. I don't know how to describe it. It has different arcs. There's a whole end game in it. They just came off the 3-year hiatus. It's Brian Von K, who's done amazing stuff. You like Why the Last Man. Trying to think of some of the other stuff he did, but whatever. And Fiona Staples, the art's beautiful. My favorite character is Lion Cat because he's just fucking amazing.
Everybody likes Lion Cat.
Okay, funny story. I actually got a Lion Cat t-shirt, but it was a large in women's. So I was like, oh shit, I'm chubby. I'm not going to fit in this. So I cut it out and actually had my mom sew it onto a hoodie. So I have a custom and it's like the same like teal blue. It looks fucking awesome. But yeah, if you haven't read Saga,
yeah,
I would say check it out. I'd say you could use my Comixology account, but I don't know if it's trash now. But I have them all in the floppies. I have the, trade paperbacks and digital.
It's
so good.
Epic. It's epic. It's like that adult like comic that you just wanted to have because
it covers everything.
Yeah. There's at one point was Alana. She's like, just let me suck your fucking dick. At one point in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh my gosh. Well, now we're back to Faku again. Okay, so.
But no, Gus is also super cute. I love Gus.
Yes, Gus is the little
walrus dude.
Well, if you get Faku, you'll have to let me know. That way we can trade stuff because I'll start telling Mike about stuff, and he's like, "I don't have the app. I can't do it."
I'll definitely check this out.
Well, I don't always have the extra money to spend on a Faku subscription. Okay,
that's why you just wage it. You're like, I could give up one volume of manga just to read Faku.
Now I'm paying for a website. Okay,
I could still give up another manga just to read Faku. Then we could start the podcast that we've always talked about, a fucking great podcast.
That's fucking awesome.
What are you talking about? We are starting that. It's going to be a thing.
Cricket. Oh, we're going to read all the Faku manga.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try and dive more into itchy cosplayers and stuff so we can have interviews on there.
Oh, in our Discord, because we have an adult section, like, I've been throwing up cosplay stuff. People are like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But some people get taken out of the realism because the girls have tattoos. I'm like, they still look like them.
Right.
Yeah. I never understood. Like, there are people that are like, they have to look exactly like the character. Like, they
Let's
need
be honest.
that,
Are you watching it like a movie, or do you just want like your 5 to 20 minutes and you're good?
Just 20 minutes, that's all you need. Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah.
Business deal.
If it lasts that long, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, I shouldn't say any podcast, but nobody can fuck me like me, so I know what I like.
Yeah, that's true. So what is So you collect a lot of Switch games. It seems like
Dude, yeah, went down the rabbit hole.
every time you have every week you seem to have like multiple new Switch games. What is the most weirdest, oddest Switch game that you've bought?
I got a couple, but I think, and I even let my little cousin play it. It was 14. It's cute. It's called Panty Party.
What?
Oh, God.
Panty Party, yes.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Well, I collect physical games because, like, now the Nintendo eShop for the 3DS and what's the other one? The Wii U's going down. I want to have physical copies if I want to play it in 20 years. I may not have the system, but whatever. So I went down the rabbit hole New York Comic Con of getting imports while I was buying Amiibos. And I was like, they have hentai adult games? Fuck yeah, I'm going to buy these. So I picked up Panty Party, and I was like, oh, it's going to be perverse as fuck. It's basically, you're just chasing down flying panties that are aliens that take over girls, and you shoot them with like a little love gun. It's cute.
Fun.
They also have some role-playing games. Crystal Monroe, H Chronicles, Omega Labyrinth Light, and I just ordered a pirate one. Basically, it's an RPG, a JRPG. I think they're ported from what's the Vita. But basically, when you level them up, you rub their titties, and they grow bigger and they get stronger.
I need this.
Yeah,
in my life.
I can send you some links.
I mean, yeah, definitely, definitely. Because of you, I bought Doki Doki Literature Club.
I still haven't touched it.
I started playing it. I'm waiting for it to get disturbing. It hasn't got disturbing yet, like everybody says it has.
Well, I think I also do a lot of imports because people don't know. Switch is one of the only systems. Well, I think now with Blu-rays, they're not region locked, but all the Switch games aren't region locked so long as they have English or you can get an English patch for it. Like I got the fuck was it? The one when you play with the camera, Fatal Frame. I imported that. I want a Golf Story because I like RPG and golf games. I hate golf, but I think limited run games want it. Well, after resale was like $150. Got the import for like $60. So it's just fun.
A lot of imports nowadays because I want to import.
Have you seen the Gundam games?
Yeah, I want to import Super Robot Wars.
Okay, yeah.
And a lot of them have English translations now through the imports, which is cool. And I want to get into that. But yeah, I was just curious because you buy so many games. I'm like,
I have a collecting problem. Everyone thinks I just do manga. I don't.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that you do more than just manga. Yeah, and I'm like, how does he fit all this stuff into his house?
I'm okay, legit. Here's behind the scenes. My where I film my videos.
Yeah,
my bedroom. No one knows, but like that's why I got the weird camera angle so you can't see my bed. I have no room for all the fucking bookshelves. I got a glass, cabinet.
Yeah,
I've ran out of space for manga. And then downstairs is all the video game stuff. I have a hallway full of like 15 long boxes and a bunch of short boxes. And we're planning on redoing the house and selling the next year. So I'm just going to start unloading shit.
You going to move it all?
No, I'd rather sell it all.
That's the worst part of collecting is probably moving your collection.
Well, yeah.
It sucks.
Well, the goal was to just pay off the house. But then I was thinking, I'm like, I'm going to be 38 this year. After my dad passed away, I was helping my mom out with bills and everything, had my brother move home, paid the house off, and I'm like, fuck it. I want to have a life. I want to have a family. So we're going to sell it. I'm going to get some money. My mom's going to not live with me. It's going to be a 2-family. And then, but moving all this shit's going to suck and packing it up. Like, I hate moving.
You just keep what you really want,
I could light it all on fire and just collect the insurance
or that
money.
Too, yeah. Like
God, no, I hope that doesn't happen.
Not after it being recorded on the podcast.
I was just going to say, if that happens, I will be so shit out of luck. I'm just kidding.
You could be like all those Bleach fans in Japan who lit all their entire collections on fire.
Why?
Oh my god.
Because they hated the ending.
Well, funny thing is, I just got into Bleach. I bought the box set, but I really like Burn the Witch. Is Bleach good or?
I've never read it, so I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good. I just think as you go forward, it progressively gets worse.
Well, didn't they also do a like a side story or an OVA after that?
They're doing another anime.
Okay.
I know that.
I checked out the live action. It wasn't good.
Oh, no, that one sucked. I have yet to watch a really good live action anime.
What was it? Blade of the Immortal by one of my favorite Japanese directors, Takashi Miike, did it. It was really
I
good.
did not know there was a Blade of the Immortal
It's fucking good.
live
The
action
first
movie.
half hour is black and white with a giant fight scene where he kills like 100 people.
Oh, that sounds
It's fucking
cool.
good and it's brutal.
I'm gonna have to find that, and we'll have to watch it for the podcast.
It's good.
Yeah. So I ran out of questions. Jen, do you have any more?
Oh yeah, I can come up with like 500 more. Hold on, let me go back to my pictures.
I feel like this has been pretty good. It's the worst part is all the side tangents, but it's just
We-
like a real conversation, and I enjoy it.
We kind of stalked your Instagram.
So
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
so let me tell you
Jen
this.
followed my other one today.
Oh, we did?
My
I did.
personal one, yeah. I
So
saw
let
him like
me-
approve.
Let me throw you this bone real quick that
Sure.
happened today. So Mike has been on me about, hey, do you write down questions? And I always hate writing down questions. But at some point, I'll do it. So Mike asked me today, he goes, did you write down your questions? And I said, well, yeah, but I didn't technically write them. And he goes, well, what the fuck does that mean? I go, well, I went through Instagram and YouTube and started taking pictures so that I would know what questions I would ask.
No, that's cool. Like
Jen's notorious for like coming up with stuff last minute.
I work under pressure better. The reason why I do a podcast instead of a personal YouTube account is because I work better off the cuff, just random stuff. I've only done like 2 reviews. I did my 3rd one on Raw Hero, but I was too drunk to finish it, so it was trash. I'm gonna wait till the 6th one. But I'm bad at taking notes and shit, and I always forget stuff. So that's why I don't do reviews, but I really want to do reviews, you know?
Well, I mean, I feel like the best review is off the cuff.
It is, and it's so fun, and it's fluid. It's not... I hate when you're watching a video and they're like, and then he met the girl, and they did stuff, and you're like, are you a fucking robot?
That makes, something Bueller.
Like with my reviews, if you look at me, I'll look off to the side because I'm thinking of what I'm going to say next. Like, that's like my tell.
But no, it's cool.
I don't plan anything out when I'm reviewing my manga.
Let me just tell you, so I took a break. They haven't come out yet, but I took a break from doing one of my TV show reviews, and the first episode back of me recording, I was like, let me just shoot my brains out. Like, what the fuck? And then I recorded the next one, and I was like, well, shit, like, there we go. 2nd win, baby. Start to, like, rattling shit off. I was like, I love it. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's a muscle. You got to use it or you lose it.
Yeah,
true.
So, how much do you like Mario?
I love Mario. Okay, what'd you notice, the tattoo or just all the stuff in the background?
All the stuff in the background.
Yeah. Well, I've always had Nintendo since I've been a kid. Like one of our first games was Zelda when I was like 4 or 5. I went balls deep on Amiibo. I've got like 250 Amiibo. I'm missing a couple imports and like 2 or 3 hard to get American ones.
250? There's that many?
Dude. Yeah, dude.
Or
well,
more
I'm talking about
to see.
imports. Yeah. There's like 12 Pokemon ones alone.
Yeah, see, like he's trying to catch them all.
Yeah, I even get the Dark Mewtwo that came with Pokken Tournament.
Huh.
But it's just dorky shit. I also have the tattoo. I was at Rhode Island Comic Con like 3 years ago? Yeah, before the pandemic. There's nothing good for comics. I was still getting out of comics, checking out stuff, and I was like, oh, God does tattoos. So I got Bowser Jr. on my right wrist. Like, I just enjoy Nintendo. It's cute fun, and I think Switch is one of the better systems now that you can play almost anything that's, a retro Nintendo game, and they do a lot of physical copies, but I think Steam Deck's going to crush the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But yes, I enjoy Mario.
I've really enjoyed the Kirby manga.
So
how is that? It looks cute. And same thing with Zelda.
It's really fun. It's an anthology. It's short stories from like the span of 25 volumes.
Yeah.
And the mangaka picked every story within the American version of the manga.
Are they like 4 panels or are they just like
it's like a full like chapter story.
Was it you that reviewed it and said he got drunk in one of them? I think I recall you said.
He has he drinks like juju juice or something it's called, or loopy juice it's called. Loopy juice.
Oh my gosh.
It's the first story in volume 1. He gets shit faced because they throw like a giant bottle of alcohol at him, and he becomes like Dick Kirby. Like, hey, Hey King Dedede, you're my friend.
Does he talk?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest manga I've read so far. Like, I'm not really into like the video game adaptations most of the time, but like it's worth the read. It's fun.
It's cool. Well, yeah, with all the Nintendo stuff, like I was trying to set up my game. Like in my room, I have my manga stuff. So downstairs, I got set up. I wanted to actually do streaming, got all the shit for it, but redoing the house, I'm not. But if you notice, like the posters and shit in the background, I have. How do you guys feel about like Bowsette, Boozette, and all like the cute, sexy villains?
So that was my next
okay.
question.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So it was
Would
it was
you
gonna
consider
be
Bowsette a furry?
No.
Oh, she's totally there. Totally there.
Why not? Why not?
She doesn't have. She's got. She doesn't have ears, and she's not furry. She's a reptilian.
So
okay, monster girl.
We say she's a monster girl. Then.
Yes, monster girl. Monster girl.
Okay. Yeah.
Mike's gonna bust your balls like he busts mine. He's like, what's your favorite monster girl? Mike like rattles off all these other ones. Lamia, Centaur.
We used to do this one. I may have to put it back out. We used to do this video series. We would go into the Monster Girl Encyclopedia and do like videos on each of them.
Really?
And talk about would we fuck them or not.
You know, it took me a while to get over. I also like Rising the Shield Hero.
So it
because I love Raptalia. She's so cute.
Yeah.
Then I fell in love with her, and I'm like, she's a furry. Fuck my life, but she's a monster girl.
She's also like a badass too.
She's so good.
Yeah.
For a while, my background, my computer, I was drunk when I get drunk sometimes. But I actually put like doujinshi fucking pages my background. My brother's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, yo, it's hilarious. With the censor blurbs and everything. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. Rising of the Shield Hero, everybody should read that.
You know, when you think about it, though, there are a lot more, like, monster girls out there than what you actually think. Especially if you go off of the Monster Girl encyclopedias, because of, like, vampires. Like, anything that's not a human is considered a monster girl.
True. I'm a sucker for succubuses and vampires. I love that shit.
Yeah. Oh, so you need to get the Monster Girl encyclopedias.
I may have to check it out. All right, sorry, Jim. We got sidetracked. What was your question about the?
So besides Bowsette and Boozette and all of them, are there any other Mario villains that you would like to see kind of done in that style?
Wario.
Waluigi, Wario. Fuck yeah, sexy. She's like, fapped that hard.
I need Birdo.
Oh my god!
Whoa! We don't go there. Birdo is in a protected class. Okay, I have this debate with people. Birdo is actually a man that wants to be a woman, so we don't talk about it.
My bad. Sorry.
Mario lore, gotta respect it.
I forgot about that.
But break it down further. Also, when they have their Chinook and cat suits, they're fucking dirty furries too, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
How did that stuff come about? Do you know how?
I think it was the Wii U new Super Mario Brothers, where they had the Chinook suit in Super Mario Brothers 3 with the little raccoon tail and stuff. But I think they started the cat suits in either New Super Mario Brothers Wii or Luigi.
Because out of nowhere, like Bowsette just popped up.
Oh, that that's the weird like con scene / weebs. I've seen some really good cosplay and some other stuff. I'm like, good for them. They're trying.
Why hasn't Nintendo capitalized on that yet?
Nintendo's family friendly. Have you seen how bad their Switch Online program is?
No.
Oh, you have a Switch or no?
My daughter has a Switch.
Oh, it's trash. Like they're so behind. They're like 2010. Like that's how bad like their servers are.
Oh.
But I still enjoy the system.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured they could make more money by selling across Peach and Bowser. You know?
Dude, they're already milking Mario Kart 8 that's been out for like 10 years.
Yes, they are.
I was so mad with that Nintendo Direct because I watched them. And I was like, I'm not going to support them. I'm not going to buy it. They're like, but if you have the new bullshit expansion pack, you get it for free. I'm like, cool. I guess I'll get it for free.
I'm not going to lie. I'm excited for that new Front Mission game to come out.
What's Front Mission?
It's like the remake with the robots. It's a real-time
strategy
robot tactical RPG.
I was pumped for the remake of Chrono Trigger and
Yeah.
Live Alive. That's even cool too.
I can't believe they're remaking Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross. I mean,
well, it's the second one. I don't know why they didn't do the
Cross.
first one. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
but...
they remade that a couple years ago.
Do you know how expensive that is on fucking? Was it 3DS? Crazy expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Goodness
gracious.
Anyway, sorry. Let's talk about Bowsette. What were you saying, Jen?
Oh, it was just what other ones to see what they would look like.
Zelda.
Well, we have Sheik.
That's true.
That is true.
I want to see like a sexy Ganondorf. Yeah. Maybe like a Bachlan.
Pig Ganondorf or human Ganondorf?
Either or. Surprise me, baby.
Yeah. Oh, half and half.
Oh my
I just want the snout. Just the snout and tits.
Would it be like the orc chick in well, I guess everything, you know. Well, you know, because you have the orc that's in like plus size elf, and she's pretty cute.
How is that? Any good or?
It's
great.
It's good.
It's a comedy too, right?
It's a comedy, but you have like sprinkled in like exercise facts.
Yes.
Yeah. So like one of them's like, oh, you gotta do squats. So they like break down how to do squats and stuff.
Is it a spicy manga or no?
It's spicy.
Kind of.
It gets spicier as it goes along.
Okay. There's not any fooling around in it, but
you see a lot of titties.
Due to like their size, their clothes usually rip at some point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people suggested Gal Gohan to me, and I said no constantly just because I don't like cooking shit. But I picked it up. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like people are like, oh my god, it's spicy. I'm like, what? Because she like touches them and like they get cute. This is like child's play.
I enjoy plus size stuff. I think it's fun.
Like, that would be like arguing that Food Wars is
spicy. I've heard that. I've never seen it on Reddit.
It's not really, but you know, they'll have something in there and the clothes like blow off because of it.
And don't they make like orgasming sounds when they eat? They're like, oh!
Yes.
Sorry for your eardrums.
Yes, they do that.
Well, somebody will put that on replay later on.
But yeah, if I would say like pick up like the first volume's not like too ecchi.
Okay.
It's progressively gets ecchi in it.
I'm just gonna tell Mike to fuck off at this point. You should just pick up the first. You should just pick up the first 10.
There's only 7 volumes out for plus size elf.
Okay, well the first 10.
I have the first.
I think you'd really enjoy it. I mean, it is really good.
It's fun. It's a fun book. It's fun. I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with it. You know?
I enjoy lighthearted, stupid stuff. Like, do you guys like Chainsaw Man or no?
I have not read it because I haven't been able to pick it up.
No.
Have you read Dadan?
I read Fire Punch.
Fire Punch was good. All right, so you guys were recommending stuff. I think the physical's coming out in a couple months, but Dadan, it's kind of like a slapstick comedy where the main character, he's a sci-fi dork and believes in aliens. And this really hot upper same class girl, like she's super poppy, you know the trope. She believes in a ghost. So somehow they get mixed up together, and basically aliens abduct her, and he finds a ghost. Ghost possesses him. He goes onto the ship. They're trying to impregnate the girl, and they steal his dick, and it's fucking crazy. It's funny as hell.
Wait, they steal his dick?
Yeah, and then later on they steal his balls, and there's like yokai and stuff. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Where do they put his dick?
I don't know. At one point he gets his dick back, and they steal his testicle. It's slapstick funny, but it's a good read.
It kind of reminds me of the manga Pretty Face, where the main character gets the girl he likes face put on his face, and he has to cross-dress as a girl.
That's what I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
have you to check this out? This sounds fun.
Yeah, it's Dadan. Or Dadan.
They're stealing dicks and stuff.
Yeah. Did you read Raw Hero 6 yet? I have it pre-ordered, but
I have not read it yet. It's sitting
waiting
on my shelf because I still got to read Volume 5.
Oh, 5 was good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I still got to read Volume 5. I have to say, I think it's probably one of the best manga I've read
It's good.
recently.
It's like an Image comic, like if in manga form.
Yeah, like I would like reading the first volume onward. Like I get surprised every time I read it by something stupid, or like I had no idea it was going to be about a cross dresser.
I was gonna bring that up. Prison School too. Like I'm
Yeah.
slowly slogging away through it. I think I'm on 12. But what's up with the cross dressing from him? I've noticed that's like a sub theme he likes to put in: sexy women and cross dressing dudes.
Maybe it's just maybe it's a fetish. I don't know.
I have
I
no
don't judge.
idea. I don't even think I've noticed that, and I'm like on volume 8.
You know,
A Prison School.
Yeah.
Remember when the what the fuck's his name? The main character, the one that shows his dick off and pees on the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cross dresses. Remember, he's trying to escape.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know how far you're in. Yeah, because I'm further, but
Yeah, he does do that.
I
maybe.
never thought about that. I always get hung up on the bottle thing because I'm like,
the PBR.
Yeah, because I'm like, if all of them are complete nerds, then they should already know this. Like, the bottle thing's just kind of stupid at this point.
But that's what you got to do for the sex. You got to put a bottle over your dick. Spoilers.
I mean, you think they'd already know that though?
I enjoy it. I want to finish it because it was a pain in the ass. It took me a year to find the whole series, but I'm reading so many different. I need to just focus on one series at a time.
Yeah,
That's true.
I have
like
that
I'm trying to
problem
wrap
as
up
well.
Hell's Paradise right now.
Yeah. See.
Okay, so I got another question.
Oh wait, I have a recommendation.
Okay.
If you can track it down, there is a 4-volume manga called Mako 2010. It's about a sex android who, by day, she is a DJ, and at night she fights crime to save the world.
NAKEO.
Yeah, MAICO.
MAICO.
Kind of sounds.
Sorry,
like
I'm like a little kid. I'm actually typing this.
Yeah, 2010 is the name of it's called. It's 4 volumes.
Watch it
It's
be out of print and be like $100.
It may or may not be. I don't know. I picked it up for $25 last year.
Oh, I can. Oh, it's super cheap. Like,
Yeah.
$39.99, $2.50.
It's a fun read.
This is like a mid 2000s book.
It's dirty. It gets dirty.
Oh, it's dirty. You sold me.
Oh yeah, it's nudity. There's like titties in it and everything. 'Cause she's a sex android.
So it's like a better version of Chobits.
If Chobits was a crime fighter.
I'm just saying it's cute with the android. Whatever.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I recommend that one. That one's good.
So, taking it back to the good old days on the History Channel, aliens.
Ancient aliens or just you're talking about my chest?
Yeah. Aliens.
Oh, okay. Funny story about that. All right, so as you guys may know, I'm kind of a wise ass and do stupid shit that I just think's funny to me.
I
So
didn't
when
notice.
a little bit. So when I was
Yeah.
19, I got Stitch from Lilo and Stitch tattooed on the center of my chest. The lady, that's just me. The lady's like, "Why don't you come back tomorrow if you really want it?" So I got it, had it for about 2 or 3 years, and I realized I should get it covered up. Like when you go to water parks or beaches, people will grab the kids. You're like, "I'm not like that. I just like animation. It was a joke." So whatever.
Yeah. I get
But
it.
one day I was working doing construction. It was raining out, so we were all changing. I was not stripping down, but taking off my wet clothes. All the guys in the shack started busting my balls. Like, "What the fuck's that on your chest? Is that a fucking kid's cartoon?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck me." So my layoff check, I was like, I'm getting this shit covered up. And my nickname was Stitch for like fucking 5 years. It sucked. But went to a not comic convention, Boston tattoo convention. And I was checking out all the different people. And I was like, I want a chest burster because I love aliens. Guy's like, I can't do the chest burster, but I can do a hive alien for you or a warrior alien because of the blue and make it blend. I was like, all right, cool. But I've always been into aliens. I watched Aliens when I was 5 or 6. It was my first horror movie, and it scared the fuck out of me, and I loved it since.
I love those movies. Well, at least the first 2.
Yeah. Well, 3 was shitty, and then it just got worse and worse.
3's okay if you watch like the director's cut or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've also read all the comics. I've read a couple of the novels. I collect the toys. I just love that shit. It's the idea of just I also like Giger and biomechanical stuff. So
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen. I have a couple different alien prints from Mondo too. Like I'm a dork.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
some
think I've ever seen your chest tattoo.
Oh yeah,
Maybe I just missed it.
I can DM you.
Okay, DM me later.
Slip in a dick pic.
I can
talk.
DM you.
Slide up in my DMs, Mike. What's
Oh
up? How
my
you doing?
gosh.
I mean, a chest
Shit.
burster sounds really cool for a tattoo.
It does, but
idea.
I had blue because Stitch is blue, so they went with the blue like warrior high vein.
Why couldn't they I don't know, make your blood blue?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They would have had to go a little lower underneath the tattoo and then put like this big ass like blue like busting out,
My tattoos mean nothing. I've got them all from gumball machines.
Do you have any tattoos? I didn't think you had tattoos.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I didn't know.
I have 4.
I technically got one. Yeah, I get a bunch. The worst is your armpit. That shit fucking hurts.
All mine are random. My first tattoo was a mystery tattoo.
Mystery. Would you go to like a tattoo party and got a random tattoo?
I went to a tattoo parlar and got a mystery tattoo.
Oh my gosh!
Where you put the coin in and you do.
I want to try that.
Yeah, that was my first tattoo. It ended up being like a snake with a skull and a snake wrapped around it. And then my next one I got is a rocket ship. So I have a giant rocket ship on my arm. It looks like the rocket ship from like Fallout.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like blue and gold. I guess I could take a picture of it. It's kind of hard. It's on my forearm, so I can't like take a good picture of it.
I've never had a tattoo, so I don't know.
Yes, you do. Shut up.
I'd never deface my body with that. I was joking the other night in our Discord because I used to want to get the brand of sacrifice, and I'm like, that's so played out. Everyone's got it, so I got Guts and Skeleton Tonight. But I was like, if enough people like it, and I think I'll regret it, but I think it's funny. I want to get the brand of sacrifice as a fucking like tramp stamp. I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah, but then I explain that to people
you
after.
might have to get it as a dick tattoo.
Nope.
Just right on the top.
Or what about on your pelvis?
Pelvis maybe, but I want it. Okay, it's gonna sound horrible, but I like fucked up shit. I always thought it would be fun to have like Wreck-It Ralph and just say I'm a Wreck-It.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be hilarious, right? But most people won't do that. They'll be like, the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know if I would do that, but maybe.
Well,
I've always thought about getting
I took
this was a
Chinese
mistake tattooed on me.
What?
I took Chinese in high school, and we were going through the glossary one time, and one of the first things in it was the Chinese for longevity noodle. And I was like, oh man, that's what I need. Need to get that tattoo just right there. Longevity noodle. There you go.
Sure. I like the tattoo fails. Like when people get stuff that say like whore or pig or whatever, and the girl's like, I'm so beautiful, it means love. It's like, nah, it says you're a slut.
Oh, when they're translating it?
Yeah.
Those are the funniest. Or like, I saw one the other day where this guy got a tattoo and it was reversed, so he could only look at it in a mirror. Yes.
Oh
or like
God.
if it's spelled wrong. There's a guy on TikTok who does it where he reads like spelled wrong tattoos.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, tattoos in your armpits or whatever, everybody freaks out because, most of mine are on my shoulders and stuff, so nobody really sees very much. They're like, oh, that's normal. And then because I wear a bunch of ankle socks, if people look down, they can see a little bit of something poking out from above my sock. And I have 2 big oni masks on the top of my feet. And
how did that feel? That must have hurt like a motherfucker.
Not exactly like people think that it is. I mean, you just put pressure on your body in different places. So the guy's like, I need you to scoot to the end. And I was like, okay, of the thing. And I put my foot on it, and then I just put my weight on it. So every time he was hitting it, like I couldn't hardly feel anything. And then, have you ever watched Major Pain?
Yeah, where he breaks the finger. He's like, think about something else.
Yeah, so there was one part where he was getting one part of my foot and it kept jumping. And he told me after, he goes, "You only jumped once." I was like, "Oh no, it was probably like 16 times. You just didn't know." But I pinched myself real hard. That way my foot would stop jumping. And it helped him get through this one area. And he was like, "I didn't know. Like, I've never thought about that you could." I go, "Yeah, it's real simple." I said, you get yourself somewhere else and you never think about it.
You just pinch your nipples, you know?
Definitely not.
No?
Yeah, like my
Definitely
wrist,
not.
I thought it wouldn't hurt, but it's so thin. Like that, it didn't hurt, but it was like uncomfortable. Like the guy had me all twisted up like a pretzel.
I have one on my wrist, and the inside of my wrist, and it was my most painful tattoo.
Yeah, it's not. And females get the craziest spots, like the rib cages, like anywhere that hurts. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Well, a lot of people, because they can kind of see the top of my collarbone, ask me about that one. They're like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, it's really not that bad.
Feel like I got a full Irizumi tattoo, like just whole body.
Right. It's on the list. Let's get there.
Yeah.
Well,
I
funny
would
thing
love
is,
I would love to get like a nerdy tattoo.
I've got like a bunch.
I don't
It's
have
I first started my it was what was it, 18? Because it was illegal in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, you could get it done.
Really? It's legal in
Yeah.
Massachusetts?
Yeah, it used to be illegal. Everything's
Oh.
illegal. Like we couldn't buy booze up until like 4 years ago on Sundays.
Wow.
Yeah. But so we went gambling and my parents like, if you win, we'll take you to tattoo parlor. You're gonna pussy out. I'm like, all right. So I just got a little flash dragon's head, you know?
Yeah.
And then for my graduation, my brother hooked it up. I got this giant, like from almost to my shoulder to my elbow, I got a giant dragon. Then I got a castle scene. On the reverse side, I got a phoenix and a gargoyle and shit. So it's just that's dorky, you know.
Mhm.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a conversation starter. Or like the Bowser Jr. or like Guts. Like people are like, oh, I know that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Most people just ask me, why do you have a rocket ship on your arm?
so Mike's gonna get our Otakuology.
I was just gonna
thing as
say
a
you should
tramp
get your
stamp.
face tattooed.
Yeah, Otakuology tramp stamp.
Nice.
Me
No,
and Jen.
I said we should get each other's faces tattooed on each other.
What is this
Me and
fucking
Jen. There
jackass?
you go. Exactly right.
Yeah.
I was like, why do I just want your face on me? Like that'd be weird.
When I eventually finish my left sleeve of just black and gray like fantasy / manga art, I've always wanted to do like comic book and manga stuff, but I have the Bowser Jr. But I kind of want to get Fat Boo tattooed on me somewhere. I love Fat Boo.
Eating candy.
Oh yeah.
Nah, eating an ice cream.
Oh, eating.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to get. Oh, was it? It was Fat Wolverine eating a cupcake.
Danny DeVito style.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Well, do you remember when we joked about you getting like the really big tattoo?
It was.
So Mike's wife joked about, because as much as me and Mike talked, like back in the day, it was like all the time. And so she joked that I was Mike's mistress and everything. So
I get that.
we were talking about doing a tattoo. And it was like, okay, well, what's your favorite superhero? Well, mine's Deadpool. Mike is Wolverine. And then I forgot what she said hers was. Was it Kitty Pryde?
I don't remember.
It was somebody.
Shadow Cat's cool.
But we joked about Mike being in the middle and having her sit at the front of a unicorn with Wolverine behind her and Deadpool behind Wolverine holding the reins.
That's cool.
And it being all three of us sitting on this as our superheroes sitting on this Pegasus that Mike was going to get a big or a unicorn Pegasus on Mike.
That's cool. Hold on, my
Yeah.
dog's barking. I gotta mute myself.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Our dogs bark all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they do.
Well, for a while when I was going to cons before I started buying original art, I was getting sketches all the time.
Yeah.
And at the time, the
Yeah.
Lego movie just came out. So I wanted to get, like the angry Unikitty with
Oh,
Satan
yeah.
riding her, but nobody would sketch that shit for me.
Really? Why?
I like weird, because probably Satan or kid stuff. I don't know. I like weird, different, obscure stuff. So
Huh. You think they would want the money?
Right.
You know?
they're lazy. That's why
Yeah.
now you can go on Fiverr and get whatever you want done.
That is
Right.
true. I've found that out. Varying degrees of awesomeness, But you can always get some cool things on Fiverr.
Well, like I do art too, but like I'm lazy. I have my Wacom, I have Adobe and all that stuff. But I'm like, I'd rather pay someone instead of wasting 2 or 3 hours getting pissed and be like, hey, can you make me a logo?
Yeah.
Right.
Can we commission art from you?
Maybe at some point.
Maybe. Do we get
Only if I
friends?
can have you two like holding each other like Colossus and Kitty Pryde.
Okay, we'll do that.
Do we get a
We'll do
friend
that.
discount?
You know the astonishing X-Men cover?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Mike can be Colossus and Jin can be Kitty Pryde.
Definitely. That's not how this relationship works.
It's funny because Jin's a lot taller than me.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's all
god,
he
we're gonna have this conversation.
Well, you never know seeing people online. Like you think of
That's
something
true.
like I figured Mike was a tall dude, but
No, I'm like 5'9".
okay, so you're my height. I'm like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
Oh my god. Y'all are making me think about a date that I have to go on later. The first time we walked each other, I get out of the car and she goes, "You're taller than the car." I go, "Yeah, I am. I'm pretty tall." And and I can't even see her like on the other side of the car because of how short she is. But
You're dating
no,
a midget?
I'm almost 6'3".
Oh, okay. Yeah, my little brother's like people see us together. Like that's your little brother. I'm like he's like 300 pounds. He's like fucking 6'3", 6'4". He's a pretty big dude.
Yeah, I'm your little brother.
Yeah, people like, it's your baby brother. I'm like, yeah, he's my little brother. 5 years difference.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that because of my sisters when being older. They're like, "This is your baby brother?" So, but yeah, no, I'm freakishly tall for most guys, I guess.
That's
That
cool, though.
used to be another thing too when I podcasted with people. It was always my height and my manga collection. So
Well, yeah, I've done meetups too, like where the people I used to podcast with, we used to be in a comic group together,
Uh-huh.
and we all met up in Baltimore, and I was like, wow, you guys, well, you see him, but you don't know the height or difference. It was cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's always
well, I thought Mike was closer to my height, and then he's like,
No.
"No, I'm 5 something." I was like, "Oh shit."
no. Like my
So-
dad's like 6 foot.
We had to reschedule our meetup, but I told Mike, I said, "Are we going to do one of those big, like, what is it, Mighty Joe Young or whatever? Like where you like engulf the person when you hug them?"
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
I said,
create,
I'll lay my head on top of yours, and I'll just give you this big
Aw.
bear hug."
cradle me and pick me up.
Yeah, there you go. So you're going to be Kitty Pryde now, and I'm going to be
Okay,
Colossus.
fine. That's fine.
Hey,
Okay.
maybe we could commission like a set of them. So you'll be Kitty Pryde, I'll be Colossus, you can be Rogue, I'll be Gambit.
Ooh.
Whole 9 yards.
Nice.
Why do you get to be Gambit?
Listen, we can make you Wolverine. You can be fucking Phoenix, okay?
I want to be Wolverine, and then
Hey, that
Jin could-
relationship's not canon to me.
Jin
You
can
gotta
be a
Scott.
sentinel. No,
Fuck,
no,
I'm out.
Sentinel.
I'm exiting out of this. I hate Scott
no.
Summers.
Now it's canon. They're in a polyamorous relationship. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, isn't technically right now the last run I read was Hickman's run for Powers House of X, which I guess
Yeah.
they shit canned. But wasn't he with Emma?
No, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
who
Yeah, no, he
knows?
was back with Jean. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well,
you find out that Jean and Wolverine and Cyclops have their rooms are all connected, so they have
oh my god.
they like share, or Jean shares them, or they share Jean. I don't know exactly what it is.
So Cyclops is a cuck.
Must
it's
be.
like a
Hey,
mutual thing.
You
I don't know.
can always be Iceman, and I'll be the other person.
Iceman's
Did they turn him
Gay.
straight again, or is he
Iceman's
still
gay.
gay?
Iceman's still gay.
That's what I'm saying. Who's his lover?
No one knows. No one
Nobody
cares about
knows.
Iceman.
Nobody cares
Nobody
about
knows anymore.
Nobody.
like-
When Iceman was revealed to be gay, I think it was like a wet fart. Nobody really cared,
Yeah, it was like, remember when they made Beast
So
gay for a
bad.
couple issues and they went back to it and they're like, no,
Yeah.
it was just a social experiment. That's why
Oh
I
my
don't like
gosh.
comics. They fuck with shit too much.
See, well, that's what I told Mike. I said, I'm like Deadpool. I fuck with people.
I mean, sometimes I like it when they mess around with shit, but then I always know it's going to go back to status quo.
I was like, how many times did they
Hey,
kill
you
Wolverine?
know what we could do? We could do off the movies. You could be Colossus and I'll be Deadpool.
Nice. Have you guys read the horrible Viz manga for Deadpool Samurai?
Nope.
Not
Don't
yet.
like
But I heard
it's
I
bad.
wanted to read it, but then I heard rumblings that it was really bad.
They're trying to do an Asian Avengers sort of.
Oh
And
no.
there's like a female like
Oh no.
idol singer that's a Venom, or she is Venom in it. It's bad. And Captain America's there like, hey, what's going on, guys? It wasn't good.
Yeah, I heard they didn't like grasp they only really take the jokey side of Deadpool, it seemed like. And then I saw the Spider-Man in there and I was like, well, maybe that can work.
It's a cash grab.
Yeah. I was flipped through it and I was like, I don't know. I want it to be more than what it's showing me at this moment.
Ooh.
Like Deadpool can be really good.
Right.
I
in
just hit
this-
751 on YouTube. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Let's do a giveaway. I'm gonna give my
Yeah.
virginity away.
Oh well.
Whoa, oh.
That's been long gone.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry for just. I'll shut the fuck up.
All your virginities.
No, I mean
All of
750
them.
is a big accomplishment in MangaTube. You know? You can't not
I'll raffle
downplay
off
that.
my ear cherries and eye cherries, just like guts.
Oh my gosh.
What about the nose?
Did you hear
The
about
nose is a
Heartless?
sacred place.
Did you hear about Heartless? What? He's exactly like Guts. Go fuck to the eye.
I'm sorry. I'm just being me. I feel comfortable with you guys. Like I've listened to your podcast, and I know just the comfortable atmosphere. It's just fucking
Yeah.
around and have a good time.
Right.
I mean, some say we're the best podcast.
Well,
ever.
I like to think that the reason why Mike wears glasses all the time isn't because he needs them. It's so he doesn't get fucked in the eye.
That's
I
true.
thought it was to turn down the sex, so people just didn't want to have their way with them.
It's
Eye
a
shields.
fear. It's
Eye
a fear
shields.
to be fucked in the eye. Yeah, you can't get through the glasses with
It's
the
true.
dicks just bounce off, you know. So
what
I'm
does
safe.
what does Jin do? Jin creates mini force fields. Boop.
I gotta say, this is the funnest podcast I've been on ever, and I've done a bunch of
I have to
podcasting.
say, I can't wait for your podcast.
We're probably gonna be canceled within the first 3 episodes.
I don't care. I want to listen.
Are you? You just keep powering through.
Oh, I don't care. The 2 other people I'm with, they don't give a fuck. They're just like me. We're gonna have fun.
See, look.
So how-
well, if you got to change the roles, then one of y'all just be power bottom, and the other one be power top.
So
You
let's end this up because I actually have to leave in a couple minutes. But
Sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault. It's mine. My wife wants me to go get something for her little puzzle that she's making. But what made you want to come back to podcasting and start another podcast? And how did this one come about that you're going to start?
All right. Well, I still get hit up all the time to do the other podcast I used to be on. It's just I'm not really. I pay attention to comic news, but I don't really care. But I'm not passionate. So I've hit up a couple people about podcasting, and they're like, no. And guilty of being my buddy Dustin.
Yeah.
I've been bugging him, and he finally hit me up. He's like, fuck it, March. You want to do a podcast? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Because he's very family friendly, but he's dirty like me.
Mhm.
He's like, but I want it to be raw and just brutally honest, like the way you are. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm sold. And then there's a new guy I started following. It's called Shit Devil. His name's Chris. Talk to him all the time.
Shit devil.
Yeah, from Power from Chainsaw Man.
I'm going to look this up.
Oh, he's a funny motherfucker. But we just all been jiving in this Discord, and he's like, yeah, I definitely want to do a podcast. I'm like, cool, we got 3 of us, we can bounce ideas, and we talk about hentai all the time. We talk about stupid manga shit. We even talk about boys love and just dumb shit. Like, it's not going to be just manga. It's going to be more of otaku than anything else.
So when you get off of here, you're gonna be like the nerd. You're gonna be like, hey guys, Jin just told me about Faku. Have you heard about that? We all need a subscription.
Well, I knew about it. I didn't know they had a subscription service, but
Yeah.
just trying to get,
That's-
Otakuology as my own domain name and copyright, but I guess you guys got that.
Right.
We talk about that on another podcast.
I know, it was fucking hilarious.
Just, that we don't have the domain name Otakuology. We have Otakuologypodcast.com. Somebody already owns Otakuology.com.
Some
Do you ever wonder what goes on? Oh, sorry.
Go
That's
ahead.
it.
What goes on in people's heads, and they're like, "I'm gonna buy this domain name just to fuck everybody in the future, so I can sell it."
I guess because you can
Right.
sell them for a lot of money.
Well, if you remember, every couple
Right.
years, like domain names lapse, like Disney and really big names. If you can
Yeah.
snipe it,
Yeah.
you're fucking right. Your
There
own ticket.
was a couple years ago, somebody got the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my god.
Like, and the Dallas Cowboys, I think they had to pay like a lot of money for their domain name back. Yeah.
It's like winning the lottery. It's cool.
Yeah, this new venture you're going on sounds quite fun, and I look forward to listening to it because you listen to us, so I feel like I gotta listen to you because I mean you're entertaining in by yourself, you know.
So we're
But now you're
gonna
gonna have two other people to play off of.
We're gonna have to have your podcast come on for an interview episode.
Oh, cool. We can just do like a team up or
Yeah.
crossover event.
Superhero
Yes.
crossover.
Yeah.
We'll become like the Power Rangers, you know.
Nice. Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, because that's the only canon.
Is it canon?
That's true.
It is that they had the live action. It was horrible. It was when they did that like late
yeah.
90s. Yeah.
I was
We'll
thinking
do
of the comic book.
It'll be like live action, or that with the Ninja Turtles, and then we'll throw in Mike. What's the Samurai Bunny guy?
Usagi Yojimbo?
Exactly. He'll be there too.
Okay.
Papa Weeb will make an appearance.
Oh
Maybe.
wow.
Maybe.
Well, the other thing that kills me is they don't want to do video. Like I like doing video, but they're like, So for now, it's just gonna be audio. But I'm gonna put it on my YouTube.
I have to say, like, we used to do a video podcast, and I don't know, we used to do it live. I don't know. I kind of like doing the audio more. I don't know. Because I feel like if I want to go on video, like I have to look a certain way.
Well,
Nah, I
the
don't
real
give a shit.
question is what are you wearing right now?
Right now, I'm wearing a Dragon Ball shirt with basketball shorts.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got dressed up for you guys. I got a Satan from South Park t-shirt, some Venom sweatpants. But normally I'm just in my boxers and t-shirt.
Well,
Like
the
I'll
first
podcast. I'll give a fuck up.
the first few episodes before like anything really started kicking off or whatever, Mike was like, I'm just sitting here in my boxers.
Yeah, no one
I'm
knows until you get up.
Well, it was weird because we get to the end of the show and he goes, hey, I just want you to know I'm sitting here in my boxers. I'm like, okay.
Because he cares to share.
Yeah. You gotta share. Because sharing is caring.
You beat me to it. Oh.
Jesus Christ. The fuck?
But yeah, getting Dustin on a live mic.
He is a funny bastard.
I think that'll be interesting.
People aren't ready for it, but the shit, like, you've seen, like, the stuff that me and him joke about, like, how Jim was saying about you and him. It's his wife's like, he just wants to fuck you, dude. I'm like, I don't want to fuck him. He's hilarious, you know? Like, the best was sending him for Christmas, because I wanted to be nice and give him something. So I got him, like, the Shinji and, what the hell's his name? Drawing a mental blank. His lover, Karu.
And
From
for what?
Evangelion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For Christmas, I got him like kind of hugging each other. It wasn't too bad. Got him a Chainsaw Man t-shirt, but I also got him a Boko no Pico t-shirt.
Oh,
and he rocked it, and he wears it in public, and it's so cute.
What?
Blonde kid eating ice cream, and I'm like, this is so fucking dirty.
What?
And he's like, I love that
They
shit.
actually have merchandise for that?
No, I got it on Redbubble.
Oh, okay,
Oh, my
okay.
God.
But he rocked it, and he wears it out in public. I'm like, you're a dirty motherfucker. But no one knows. They just think it's a cute anime kid. I'm like,
Wait
you're
until
horrible.
the person who shows up and he's like, I know what that is.
It just you give the look at each other like head nod.
Well, the real question is, would they even say anything, or would they just give him the stare?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're fucked. I love you.
Did you watch Boku no
Oh my
Pico and
God.
its 5 sequels?
I watched one and was like, I'm set with it because I wanted to see what the hype was, and I'm like, wow, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah, when that kid got the ice cube shoved up his butt, I was like,
I try not to
what?
kink shame or judge because I like hentai, but
yeah,
hey, you know,
yeah, that was a. I only watched like a clip of it, and I was like, yeah, this is problematic in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
yeah, we're on a watch list
secretly-
now.
Secretly,
Yeah.
that's where the ice climbers came from.
Fucking love you. Oh shit.
No, no, you're gonna sit there and look over at your amiibo of the ice climbers and be like, "Fuck,
Never again."
never playing with you guys ever again."
And I just have to state this. Hopefully, people enjoy this episode, and you guys don't get canceled because of me.
I mean, it's not the first time we've been canceled. So
Fuck them.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. You wanna outro us?
Can I give a quick plug to myself?
Sure. Plug yourself. Yeah.
Thank you all for
Plug it
listening. This is
in,
Heartless
plug it
Weeb. You
in.
can find me at anywhere. Heartless Weeb. HartlessWeeb. Find me on Instagram, YouTube. I don't fuck with Twitter that much, and I don't fuck with TikTok because that shit's stupid. But anyways, thank you guys for all listening. I appreciate it, and see you all next Tuesday, motherfuckers.
Oh, so before we end the show, I got to tell you one thing. Did you notice the title of the show?
I did, but I wasn't sure. What's KH stand
So-
for?
So you can also be
Kingdom
found.
Hearts.
You can also be found in Kingdom Hearts.
Really? Oh shit! Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
spelled the same way or no?
No.
No.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, there you go. All right, plug the ending of our thing one more time.
See you all next Tuesday. And thanks for listening to Otaku. I fucked that up. Thanks for listening to Otaku. Oh my god, I can't speak today. The fuck. Thank you for listening to Otaku Policy. Fuck, I'm done. Someone else do it. I'm done.
Otaku policy.
Yeah, Otaku Policy. We talk about politics and policies.
Oh
We
my
read a
god.
dictionary.
Wait, no, I got this.
Are you gonna
Thank
fuck
you for
this up
listening to
too?
the Otakuology Podcast, aka Otakuology Podcast, the study of anime. We'll see you next Tuesday.
We can fix it in post.
Yeah, we're not gonna fix this.
There is no post. It's here.
Yeah.